What's up, you glorious weirdos? How are you all doing today? This fine, spectacular evening. Oh, wait, you're over there. As usual, we will wait. We will wait. Meditate for a second. Get my stuff in order. Get my shit in order. And, we'll see what happens. We'll play with some tarot, maybe. And, as usual, answer any and all of your queries into the magical realms of your own fucking mind. Wait, is it your mind or is it mine? Is it mine? Mine? Wait, how do you spell that? Confusing, yes. And as usual, we do have to go through the whole rigmarole of telling people, if you're coming here in the future, wait about 5 minutes, scroll through about 5 minutes, and that's when I'll usually start these things. What up, Electric Towel? How are you doing, man? See, I should go in the bathroom mirror and put this shit on right, but I'll just use this. It doesn't really. Let's just see. This is what I look like. Clean up while you guys are here. It's all the same. About right? Yeah, that's what I look like. I don't even want. What is this? Put that there from earlier. I don't need that. It's not for the neck. That's for the mala beads are not for the neck. They're for the hand. And yeah. I can, of course, Syphil Sanchez. Let me wait a little bit. Get a few people in the room. Say hello. Let me hook up the shit the way that I do it. Well, I got to take this and put it up there and put this thing on, and you know how that works. We'll see. Anybody know where I can put some music? I want to listen to some music, but I don't want any fucking copyright claims because this happened so many times already. Where my video either just get taken down and just basically like, there's a copyright claim, and sometimes they put the copyright claim and they're just like basically like, well, if it's monetized, they're gonna take your money, and then sometimes they copyright claim it and they just take the video off. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. I don't understand. But if anybody knows of a place that I can have some free music that I can just put on here, other than like, I don't feel like listening to my own shit on repeat. So, yeah, that's what I had to say about that. Let me find. I gotta find myself on here. Oh, there I am. Oh. And this way, it kind of works out nice because I can actually respond back to you guys. In the past, I couldn't do it because for whatever reason, when I'm doing a live stream, if I'm on here, just doing the live stream, there's nothing I can do to push a button to type to you guys. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know if it's just because I got an Android or because it's a phone, but I can't even do it on the computer. But it's not even a computer, so it's not like it's like one of those. It's not even a laptop. It's the other. It's a bigger phone basically. Have I considered selling my service? I mean, yeah. I offer it to people like, oh shit, I was supposed to do one-on-one with somebody. I do one-on-ones with people now and then, but it's really kind of difficult for me. If I could find a secretary and somebody to work with, I would do something more with my channel. I've put this out there to people. It's kind of like I'd open up a store. I would do lots of shit, but I don't know anybody that's really into this kind of shit like I am, that really is serious about it. And to answer all my emails, plus make these videos, plus just have a regular life, like the life of like whatever I gotta do just during the day, and wash myself and take a dump and take the dog out and go through just my regular, just to be comfortable, and then all the emails and everything, and then make videos and then study and everything that I do. It's hard to get back to everybody, and I'm not organized, man. I mean, I'm very organized, but not at all. So yeah, I sell it a little bit. If people, I don't really like that word selling is not something I want to be part of. So in a sense, I know what you're saying. I donate this shit for free, and if people like to donate to me, that's cool. I'm happy to do one-on-ones with people, but it's like, it's sometimes I have so many streams. I have like 3 streams of people emailing me, And so I have to like dig through, like, I got garbage, I got people that are bullshitting, and I got like some people that are serious. But then I got these long ass emails that I gotta read, and then I gotta like really, because I'm you know, I put my feelings into things, so I can't really respond to everybody the same way. And I'm like, all right, let me just talk to you online. And you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, of course I would. Of course I do. It's like the selling part. No, this is donation. This is I work for free. This is, you know, this is my work. I don't have a job. What's up, Torin? What's up, Nirvana? It's good to see you. Oh, I'm supposed to. We'll chat in a little bit. I'm only gonna do this for a little while, anyways. Yeah, I mean, I'm organized. Look, I could be very organized. If I walk into someone's house, here's the funny thing. If I walk into someone's house, I will show you how to feng shui your whole fucking house out. I've walked into people's houses, and I'm like, all right, I just start moving things around. I'm like cleaning up after them and like putting things in order. Like I've done this many times. Like I've done this with girlfriends and whatever, and like, you know, I know it really doesn't help in the long run because they need to know how it all works. But I'm very organized in many ways. But when it comes to like emails and all of the shit that I get, like, you know, spam and bullshit, and I got to scroll through, it's just too much. It's just too much information. I'm trying to deal with like the cream of the crop of information. I don't want to be. I don't need scrolling through everybody's bullshit. And that's just like that's where I'm like, this is why I'm trying. This is why my channel is this big. And I know that every day my channel gets a little bigger. Every day I got one more asshole to talk to, but I also have one more really cool person that really desires the information that I provide. It's a really sticky balance between how much of myself do I offer. You know, sometimes it's like I shouldn't do a video for a week, so because I know I put out a lot of information so people can catch up. But other times I'm like, well, there's other people that they want to hear me talk. So like, okay, here. It's like I don't really think of it. I know all the business shit. I know all the marketing. Dude, I went to school. I was in college in 10th grade. 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, I went to college for business marketing. Like, I know business. Like, it's shit, I do it, like, blindfolded. You know, it's not, this shit is stupid to me. So I just don't like to do that. I don't really, I'm just like, what do I feel like doing right now? That's how I go about this whole thing. Do I feel like making a video right now? Yes, I do, and that's why I'm doing it. But if I don't feel like making a fucking video, sorry guys, peace out. I'm good. I got my energy to deal with. That's all I deal with is my own internal energy and how much I can share it and how much, you know, that kind of echo of can I provide information? Do I have the energy in me to do this right now? Because I've went the way of giving energy away that I didn't have, and that doesn't feel good. Well, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but you know, it's like, oh, well, I'm drained for the next 3 days. So with that being said, the idea is if I can find somebody to handle like the email portion, and somebody really wants to get down and make a website because I have so many things and I have so many products that I want to make, organite, and then, you know, there's a bunch of people I'm going to work with eventually. Like it's like, this is no doubt. It's just a matter of making sure things are, all of the pieces are greased and all of the things are in proper order. And then I mean I can landscape and blueprint the whole fucking thing. It's already in here. I already have, you know, the paperwork's done. It just I don't feel like doing the email. I don't want. It's like people are like, oh, why don't you get a job? Like, I run businesses. I tell corporate like CEOs what to do. Like I know how businesses work. I'm not gonna wash in your fucking dishes. I mean, I'm happy to wash your dishes. I'm not too proud to do that. I'm a humble dude, but you know, you think I could go work in just, you think I could go just do a job? You think I could go get a job somewhere? Do you know how stupid that sounds? Do you know how stupid it would sound to any of you that if I went and worked, I'm working at a restaurant, then I'm in the kitchen? No. I'm not serving you food. That's fucking stupid. I'm working in the yes, man, I can take you on the phone call and, hi, what can I do for you? No, that's stupid. None of that even makes any sense to anyone. I couldn't get hired. I'm overqualified for every fucking job on the planet. There's no job that I'm underqualified for. So what do? Because I don't have jobs. Jobs don't make sense to me. I work. Look up the word job and what that's connected to. It's not me. So that's where I sit. That's where I sit. I'm just like, I don't know. As soon as things fit together, they fit together. You know, it's a giant 6-dimensional puzzle. But what I do have is no doubt that whatever time is, however that works together, whatever time and space does, it will do it for the betterment of everything, especially myself, because I am everything. I was gonna do this piece because yesterday on the broadcast with the Mayan Jin Abaddon. Let's not say that too many times because he'll wild out and come. Uh, we were talking. Somebody came on. We were talking about narcissism, but the person was quoting off of Wikipedia and didn't even know the story of Narcissus, and what it actually meant. And we were trying to make up this connection between narcissism and what actually being a servant to humanity means. And if everything is a reflection, then you must be narcissistic, because as soon as I look in the mirror, if I say, like, I know everybody here in this room knows Master Teacher. That's what you'd call him, Master Teacher. That's what he asked to be called. I know his name before that, and everybody knows his name before that. But cool cat. I love him. But he says, "What's up, reflection?" So if you're my reflection, when I look in the mirror, shouldn't I be narcissist? Shouldn't I look in the mirror and say, I love myself? Because myself is sitting over there in Lakesh, and Lakesh. Just because you can't read it, just because it isn't bright enough for everybody to see, doesn't mean it's not true. So isn't Narcissus the truth? Narcissism, where it's gone, and I'm just giving you a little highlight of this. I'll do this another time. But where it's gone and what they do with a psychological blah blah blah, and don't love yourself, and don't blah blah blah, and people characterize the virtues and values of what Narcissus was doing. It didn't turn out right. He was missing some points. But when you textbook dialogue and get into the thing and get on Wikipedia and look up what narcissism is, and then you get into all the cluster B personality disorders, this is just a way for them to pigeonhole people and make money off of that shit, because they don't love themselves, because they're too busy trying to make money on somebody. So they're leveraging their own fucking time and power over someone. So they're actually more and more narcissistic than the people they're trying to fucking help. Go figure that one fucking out. But let me not wild out on this. I'm just here in general service to myself, which is all of you, because I love myself, which is all of you. Is that bad, or is that So I will get into the title of the show, which was Let's Tear Tarot Pen a Box. Tarot Pen a Box. So to tear open a box. I don't know if anybody figured that one out. Hopefully everyone here has figured out how the language works a little bit through my, 1,100 videos on ridiculous. Well, let's get rid of 100 of those because they're music. So 1,000 videos, and let's get rid of 300 of them because I took them down. So 700. And let's get rid of 200 of them because I was probably being a fucking belligerent prick. So you got 500 videos. 500 videos. So let's say about an hour a piece, 2 hours a piece. Good 1,000 hours worth of information. I think I've covered language and letters and pretty well. So hopefully you figured that little part out. And me and William Costes just had a very fucking funny experience with the book that this phone is sitting on top of. And then maybe I'll tell you about that during this tarot thing, because I was going to make this video, and before I started this video, I started talking to him, and I was like, well, let's do some different kind of tarot work. Let's do like a living book thing, So I seen this book on a shelf. It was about it's called the Golden Encyclopedia of Music, because we were talking about music. And then some really fucking funny thing happened. And he can confirm it. He watched it happen. I mean, he didn't watch it happen. Like, I could have been making it up. Obviously, this is what I do. Just make up bullshit. But it was pretty interesting. So, what do you guys want to say? I know I just rant and rave about stupid shit. Who's here? Sifil Sanchez. Let me put my camera up here, and then you guys don't get to see this pretty face. And I'll let you guys see my hair just for a second, because I got out of the pool, and I feel like a fucking before that gets all fucked up. Anyways, so you guys don't get to see my beautiful face, but you can look at these beautiful cards in a second here. Yeah, Electric Sow. Yeah, Nirvana's the queen of this shit. She knows what's up. But as we talk about nuts and bolts and grease pieces and shit, I think things will work out. Oh, Super Champion. You get the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler and the Tarot 3D? That's crazy. You're androgynous. Well, I think most people here are pretty close to androgynous, which is that balance point of things. It's like you watch me do shit and how like gentle and whatever I speak, and then sometimes fucking wild out. Like that's androgyny. That's that divine feminine and that ultra masculine. That's androgyny. That's true androgyny. You know, that's the snake. That's the sine wave. So you take the one sine wave and the other sine wave that starts at the bottom, masculine and feminine, and then you just fucking wild that shit out. But then right in the middle, you got like what you are, which is okay. We good. But I got a left elbow and I got a right elbow. Like we can find out. You want to play with reds and blues? That's easy. We can play with black and whites. That's you want to play with the colors that you don't even know about. Outside the color spectrum that is visible to your human the human sight that you have. You know, when you get outside of the infrareds, when you get into them really strange colors and the purples and the reds that are like, whoa, it's kind of spooky, or the green lights that are the aurora borealis, or the things that are so dark, you know, that it's like, what is this? How can I see in the dark? But let me slow down. Apparently Nirvana. There we go. We're busy. We're busy in the beehive of Nirvana's busy beehive. the queen bee Nirvana. Whatever she says goes, up to a point though. I see you. A man, a job ain't nothing but work. Big Daddy. That's funny as fuck. You said that because there was a video that popped up today about Big Daddy Kane and somebody else on Sway in the morning telling stories. It was pretty funny. Yeah, self-awareness is not for everyone because some people, if they looked at themselves, they'd be fucking screwed. They would not. They would realize there's a lot of fucking work to do. Yeah. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I got a lot of work to do. And other times like, no, I'm perfect the way I am. Humble yourself, boy. And I say, oh, fuck. Am I talking to myself? Am I talking to myself in third person? Wait, who's the other person talking? How many people are in the room? Holy shit, I have 30 fucking voices in my head. Yeah, outsource to the little, this is, in Nirvana. You need to watch a video that I was just telling Kyle Estes to watch, and he watched it last night. He ain't seen it, but it's a Rick and Morty video. I don't care if you don't watch TV. I don't care if you're into that shit. Get on your little computer. You can do it right after the show, or you can cut me off to watch it. I don't care. But it's based on one of my earlier videos. We were talking about the levels of making sigils, and then you got your God forms, and then you got your You have these. Basically, there's 5 levels to what you're making. You have the stagnant form of making a sigil that creates kind of a stagnant vortex about something, and then you have. We'll call them like the mini-me's or the minions. But if you watch Rick and Morty, they tell you how to make these things, and this is what we're talking about, because you can actually. All of the things you're doing in business that you're looking at in real life, you can do very similarly and actually make these characters do work for you just by designing a sigil where you'll have to do less of the thought processing and actually handing out the shit that you got to do in business. It's the same thing, but you just do it. You do it a little different, so that way it's a little more hands off because you've already charted out in your grimoire. You've used your grammar and your grimoire to get people to do shit for you, but you're not actually having to talk to them. You're creating it on an upgraded sigil. We'll call it that. I'm not gonna go through it. It's from one of my old videos, but go watch that Rick and Morty episode. And it's called I just don't know why I can't remember what the Meeseeks. the Meeseeks episode, Meseeks, Meeseeks. They teach you how to make the second level after that I spoke about in my earlier video on how to create all of these working sigils all the way up to God forms. We skipped over tulpas. Don't fuck with tulpas. We're not gonna do that here, not in this realm. We keep the tulpas out of here. It's okay. We'll go play with them whenever we get out of body. We can go fuck with them, but not here. Not in this realm. We can deal with the egregors. We can do God forms and egregors. No tulpas. Yeah, I think, Torin, when I said your thoughts ain't powerful enough yet, I think it just when we say yet, we go all there is now. Well, I've said before, like, all there isn't is now. Like, there is a future, there is a past. We have to be very clear with that. We just know what it is. A future and a past can be altered too, can be scrambled, can be different, because it's part of a fluctuation of shit. But right now, to build up energy, you kind of take it from the past and take it from the future and pushing it in yourself. And so to build up whatever you are in this moment is where you get the word momentum. You can sun gaze. I mean, that's helpful. Sun gazing is very helpful. Getting a tan. You white as fuck, B. Getting yourself a tan is gonna be helpful, because that melanin is 10 times. You can go out and they sell melanin on the stock market. It's 10 times as expensive as gold, because it's more powerful. And all these people out here with melanin in their skin, they have no idea how powerful they are. There's some things I'd like to say right now, but you'll see soon. So this melanin is what you're trying to gain. You can get it in your eyes by sun gazing. Well, you get it into your pineal gland. If you just get it into your pineal gland by sun gazing, you can look any way you want. You could look like, you could look the whitest. You could be white as snow. So by looking in the sun, you're going to get it in your eyes. But there's also going to be something that happens with your eyeballs. I'm not going to go that far with that right now. But the skin and the melanin and all this, it's going to get into your bones. It's going to get your blood. I'm not going to get into all the neural. I'm not going to get all that right now. But the point is that's a collection of energy. You're collecting dark matter energy. So isn't it interesting when you look at something that's light or clear? The sun is a light. It's an enlightening thing. It causes clarity. But by that clarity, when it hits a physical object, which is your body, you become dark. How does something so light make something so dark? That's one of the really strange parts of the. It's not an inversion, but it's that how things look the opposite that they are. Things very much look the opposite than they are. Then this gets into, when we say opposite, we don't mean opposition. It's just I'm using the language of the nomenclature, that kind of, so people can understand. We don't mean opposite. What we mean is, and we don't mean inversion even really. It's like if you just to take a color wheel, it'd be you'd say the other side of it, but that color wheel is one whole thing. It's just a spectrum. And so we're looking what would be the opposite of clear. There's not really a way to explain what the opposite of clear is. What's the opposite of light? I mean, you kind of say dark, but then you look at a chessboard and you say the white is light and the black is dark. Don't go into the white light, Carrie-Anne. But white isn't light. White is not light. This is the first untruth that has caused all of the chaos that we have in the universe. This is the absolute fucking knowledge. I'm probably giving you level 187 masonry. Like, you think there's 33 masonry levels? No, there's way more than that. I'm going to give you level. I'm not going to say 187. That's maybe a little too far up there. I'm going to give you level this is like 99. There's the opposite of white and black. That doesn't happen that way. Clarity. How do you oppose clarity? You can't. It doesn't occur that way. The first thing they told you, white is light. No, it's not. Anybody that says the white light is the thing, they're lying to you. or they just don't know, or they're working off of an unvalidated system. My system is clear channel. It's broadcast. Look at, if I move right now, I'm wearing a white shirt. What's the opposite of a white shirt? Is it the yellow wall? What's between me and this computer screen is what's the most important part. It's the way that space allows for the only opposing things, and they're not even opposing, because see, this is the trick of the whole fucking game, is space is just a place to put object. Object doesn't oppose space, and space doesn't oppose object. That's the truth. Light only shows you where the object is and where space is. That's the thing. That's the triune. The triune is the light that is clear, the space which is empty, and the object which is solid. That's all there is. There's the triune. There's the true triune God. Or goddess, or, I mean, the goddess is the physical object. The God is the empty space, or is it the light? It doesn't really matter. It's just a way of breaking it down. But we can't play with, you know, once you give a solid object, what color is a solid object? What the fuck color you want to make it? That's the point of the thing. The solid object is in the empty space, but is given the ability for you to see as you're traversing, where is the solid and where is the space. But I digress. I'll let you guys chew on that for a second. I'm going to fill up my cup. And then when I come back, I'm going to scroll through. You had to see what you had to say. And if you want me to go further on that, maybe I can give you a touch more. I don't think I can go above a level 100 right now. I don't think my consciousness will allow for that right now. But yeah, I'll give you level 99. And I will say this, I do apologize to Torrin if I didn't answer your question properly, because as I was walking away, I realized I go off on these tangents. I mean, they're wonderful, I know. But I don't know if your thoughts aren't powerful enough yet, so that yet thing, just to fully go, you know, full circle on that, or let's stop doing circles, full sphere, or that's a full spiral. Whoa, there's no full spiral, because it'll keep going. Yeah, just collect the energy by the. I guess I did answer. You know, the melanin, the sunshine, and then you get into the ideas of the space and the empty space. I think that's what you that's your meditation, because I know you think like far outside of the cubic box and the structures, and I think what I said probably made a lot more sense to you for your question. But anybody else, just hearing what I said to anyone else was really fucking awesome. But if they said he answered his question with that doesn't make any sense. But I think you get it. So hopefully that does. If not, I can reprise that and reframe that for you. Divine Hazel Light, good to see you. Super Champion Rocker, the androgen. Maybe they change Super Champion Rocker, the androgen. I guess everybody's pretty androgynous in here. Huh? That's the point. I'm trying to make a bunch of androgynous people. I'm not telling you to cut your fucking genitals up and say we're genderless. I'm not saying androgyny doesn't have anything to do with gender. There's two genders, and then there's androgyny, which is that perfect energetic cycling. So where are we at? Let me get through here, yo. Yeah, William Kyle says that Messiah shit was crazy. Divine Light Hazel, yeah. Torrens, you don't have Instagram? You could probably link up through him. He has a channel on here, right? What's up, Unstance? Hermes Afro deity. That's interesting. Hermes Afro. Well, I mean, I'm getting Afro, but you got. Yeah, Hermes Aphrodite. Yeah. Shaman Clown, I was hoping you'd show up. I'm so happy that you made that fucking video yesterday. Shaman Clown wild out. He got real loose on it. And that was so enjoyable. And I was like, Shaman, I was like, it was only because you were a little tight on it. I was like, he was just a little like, am I about to rap right now? He said, I'm about to rap for these people? Fuck it, let's go. And I fucking love it, man. That's so awesome. I'm so, that was so exciting. And hopefully, and it's so cool that you got your, you said somebody got you a bottle of wine. You didn't even need to get into the slushy fund. Is that what happened? That was so awesome, man. I was so excited to hear that. Core birth. So you guys get to watch me after I'm done all this bullshit. Again, for the 4th time probably. Get into the deck that Core Birth sent me, and I still do feel like an asshole because he gave me my gift for my birthday before I gave him his gift for his birthday. I just there was too much shit to do to get you. I couldn't get it through Amazon. I told you all this shit, so I'm gonna get you it a different way. I might get you something else. You might have to accept something else. Because everything else is like, I might have to get you like a monthly subscription to wine. I mean, if you really want me to get down like that, I could do that. Like if you want like a monthly bottle or whatever, it just I didn't I didn't know because there's the websites I found were just it was kind of complicated to do. I wish you were, we talked about this the other day. I wish you were closer to the mainland of Chicagoland because they got the pantry on there. But anyways, well, I'll figure it out, man. I hope you're not too worried. I know you're not too worried about it. But I'll get you something good. Or maybe I'll just get on I'll get in a helicopter or an aeroplane or something, just fly you I'll just jump out of an aeroplane or a helicopter with two backpacks. Hopefully I pull the right cord because I have one with the parachute and one with all of your wine in it. And come do that. Torrin, I was definitely theorizing at one point that there's a grand number of people that are Meeseeks. That maybe we live in a society that is so magical that you have your God forms, you have your Meeseeks, you have your, you have these kind of different things that we're living inside of different people's grimoires at different times. We live inside our own all the time, but most people don't realize they wrote their own grimoire that living inside of. And then you have people that it might be they're just completely oblivious to anything going on. It's not even as crazy. Well, what's more crazy that somebody's designing designing robots to go do jobs and walk around and be the news anchors that are going, well, here's the news today. Is that crazy, or is it crazy that we live inside a magical realm? Now, to the scientists, they go, well, we live inside a magical realm. That's insane. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And you have somebody that's into magic, they go, you mean somebody fucking went through building all these fucking robots, and since for 4,000 years there have been robots living on the earth that are, well, they both sound fucking insane to me, but they both sound closer to reality than what is probably like most people accept, because when we look around, shit's kind of weird, right? I mean, this shit's weird out here. How quickly we can manifest things, how quickly we can change shit. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we're all just living inside of our own little reality vortexes or tunnels. But, yeah. Yeah, Torn, yeah, this is correct. There is money that do tasks for others. I mean, but if we do that from an organic variety core birth, excuse me, the organic thing would be like when you come out the womb, you're already in subservience to your mother and your father. So you're under the dictates of a patriarch or matriarchal complex. And so throughout your life, you're taught to follow authority, fake authority, because they've authored nothing. None of them. Most of them. Well, some of them have, but I mean, there's fucking millions of books, but you get what I'm saying. Like they're not authoring anything. They're just kind of out there, going to the jobs and telling you, well, I go to my job, I make $5 an hour, and I provide you with this, and you need this 3 square meals a day, and your children are gonna need this. Their mind is in cyclical vortex that just goes cycles and cycles and cycles, and this is how it works now, and this is how it will always work. So we're already pre-programmed. Even I mean, this I'm saying from the organic variety, because look at a flower. A flower drops a seed, and says, "You're a rose," and the rose drops a seed, and the little rose says, "I'm a rose." The orange comes out the tree, drops a seed. "You're an orange." Yes, you're an orange. Now is that highly evolving, or is that just stagnant? Like nature is very very wonderful and beautiful and complex, and there's all this crazy shit, but an orange can never be anything else. But we can certainly be many other things. We are many other things. I'm nothing like I was yesterday. And even I'm nothing like the first video I made. Like the first time you ever heard me speak. Am I not 1,000 times different? Did you not get to see more parts of my personality? Do you think I just developed them? There are parts of my personality that I've developed through interacting with all of you and being in different cities and states and places that have energized me and interactions. But a seed, you can't do that with. Like just go get an orange seed. You can't do that with that. Even genetically modified orange seeds, you can barely do anything but just make it like resistant to something. Yeah, there's some people that will like bind seeds together and you get like a strawberry flavored apple or whatever. Yeah, kinda. But like the capacity for the mind to overwhelm the body's ability to like restructure itself. People that you do Americanized yoga to get in different positions, or people that lift weights to make themselves big. I mean, these are all parts of the same thing, because plants can't really do that. Animals don't do that. Animals don't change. There's no evolution occurring like that. Let's be real fucking clear about that. Like, these animals are the same thing they've always been. They're giving seeds. Read Pottinger's Cats, and what you'll see, the only thing that could happen is you could feed an animal cooked food, and it will start to become a decayed version until it gets the mother's milk, and then it will become the most glorious version of what the thing was. And that's all it can be. It could be the greatest deer ever. It could be the greatest bear ever. It could be the greatest lion ever. It could be the greatest shaman ever. Well, wait. Oops, excuse me. I misspoke there. But these animals could be, put them on the totem pole. They could be the greatest of that, but they could be nothing but that. Because those animals are archonic forces. They're archetypes of energetic qualities within the human being. But the human being can access every single one of those. We can access every single one of those animals, and we can access every single one of those plants, and we can access every one of those, drugs that we've taken or not even taken. It's in the water supply. So if we've been drinking out the water supply, and they say it's all the drugs in the water supply, you know what I can do is I can access anything through the water, because the memory in the water, they tell you in homeopathy that if I put something inside of the water will have memory of it, even if I remove all of the substance. That the water maintains memory, because the memory in the water is about the shape of the water. So if we're made of all of this water, and I keep putting water into me, what can I become? Everything that the water's ever touched, which would be fucking everything. The water is flowing everywhere, in the air. A water can levitate. A water can rain down. A water is in the ocean. A water is in lakes, still ponds. Oh, we can crash. We can do all these things as water-based beings. And we can reform ourselves. So these ideas that we have as humans evolving to become God again, or if that's what you'd like to call it. I don't like the word God so much. I think it's kind of a little corny. I think it's a little played out. I think the word God is played out. We got to get rid of it. I think I'm going to get rid of the word therapy and urine therapy. That shit is done. No more therapy with urine. No more word God. We're going to change it all up. I don't give a fuck. Because people got too much attachment to it. They've derived too much value out of a few letters that they don't even understand they don't even understand what the fucking letters mean. Is he mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm just making a point. I don't even understand what the fucking letters mean. You go, did he swear? Well, why is it swearing? Why can't I say fucking? Why can't I call you a dirty, stankin' cunt? Oh, does he mean dirty? I'm dirty. I'm a dirty, stankin' cunt. Oh, is he joking? Why? Who taught you that these sounds can't be used in a certain way? Who told you you're not a bear? Who told you you're not a lion? Oh, remember back when you were a kid playing around like rah rah. I'm a dare. I mean, are you not? Or if we, that's the spiritual body inside of you that could really take form in your skin, and you could change. You could morph. You could morph. You could just, the skin would just fall off. You could become anything. Now, am I saying this realistically and physically that we could do this? We could catapult ourselves into a giant new reality? That's for you to decide. Or if you think I'm just saying it like metaphorically speaking. Now, if I say metaphorically, you have to ask yourself, what does metaphorically mean? It means meta. Then what comes after that? For? Phor? Isn't that the beginning of phosphorus? So what is metaphor? Metaphor IC? Oh, but okay, now I'm not going to break it down all for you, but you can go do it for yourself. Is he saying it metaphorically? Is he saying it absolutely factually, like truthfully? Can I physically alter my entire body? How long does it take? Everybody thinks about time. It took time to grow my hair, time to grow my fingernails. This took me 40 minutes to say all this, but I guarantee anybody that will listen to this, I've changed the whole fucking dynamic structure of your mind. Truth be told, that's all I can say. Now, does your mind work better? Have I upgraded your systems? Like whenever you shut your phone down, you upload that thing, and then we're going to shut down the program for a second, and we just upload the whole thing, and you just, and you're brand new? Is that not what's happening here? A whole new outlook on the way that you perceive life, the way that you perceive, the way the language that you are using affects not only internally because you're intoning, but externally because you're extoning. You're toning things outside of you. You're using stones. This is the sword and the stone. The sword and the stone is the words and the tones. Sword is words, words and tones. Tones is, see, stone, tone. So I'm using tones to actually create a resonant frequency with inside of my head is cracking open parts of my brain, my pineal pituitary. Those are easy ones, so those could be throbbing. Now, where's that starting from? It's starting from a place that I'm speaking from. Am I speaking from my mind? Am I speaking outside of my mind? Am I speaking from my heart? My soul? Is that where does the soul reside? Am I speaking my fucking nuts? Is this dude nuts? Is he crazy? Or is he just being playful? But there you go. That's what you guys get. There you go, guys. I don't know where to go from there. That was a lot. But let me breathe for a second. Maybe I get one more little supercharge. Wait, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I breathe in first, even though I tell you the proper way to do it is breathe out. There we go. Yes, there's no thank you, Electric Dow. There is no thing that is, men and women, they say, is opposites attract. No, it's complementary. If you compliment a woman, you get laid. If you're opposed to a woman, you'll never get laid. Compliment women. That means to comply to the mind. So, what mind? Yeah, Core Birth. Go watch the movie. That just reminded me of what is it? The Life of Brian. Am I right here? Monty Python. Look at the Monty Python movie. The beginning of the movie is that scene done incredibly well. And it goes through the entire thing of the process of the child and what it sees, and it goes through all the trauma that the child sees because of the alien environment that it jumps into. Ooh, Torrens Garden is clear light balance. No, clear light is infinite. Balance is you. You're the balance. You are the Libra. You're the Gemini, because Gemini is balanced. People just don't see that. Gemini is the most balanced sign. Most people think Geminis are crazy, but if you look at it, put up two pillars. What is that? That's a Gemini. Two pillars. You can't get more balance than two fucking pillars. Now, if you got all the other ones, it's like the judgment things. No, that shit ain't balanced. It means you got to put things on each side to be balanced. The rest of the fucking you look at the things. You'll see by the signs exactly what their nature is and what their virtue is. Just because I go over to one of my doesn't mean I can't go. You know, that's the thing about the Gemini nature. We're the gem in this eye, or is it this eye? Or did he just say he's Freemason because he went to the left eye? Well, maybe the computer's switched around on you guys. You guys all fucked up. Should we do this one? Should I do this one? And we just like, what the fuck? I mean, who like don't I don't want the comments below because I will delete you so hard. I will block you so bad, buddy. I do that for my own humor. Where was I coming with that? I'm sorry about that. So Torn, the clear light is not balanced. You are. Your spine is the balance. You got to balance it up and down and left and right, and forward and back. This is why in all of the native systems there wasn't 6 ways to go, or excuse me, there wasn't 4 ways. There's 4 ways on a map because if there's 4 ways to go, it means the Earth is flat and you can go this way or this way, and that's what they work with 4. But if you work with 6 directions, is what they did, because you have an up and down. You can go up and you can go down, but you can go left and right and you go forward and reverse. So those are your balance points, which is your spine, which then become your shoulders, your neck, your taint, your feet, all of this. I mean, that's your body, but it's not even necessarily your body. It's your spiritual body. It looks like this. I mean, sometimes I'm on a fucking whack physically, but so what? You know, we work with it. You know, it's like you could be walking around like this, playing a rope. They call it a rope-a-dope. You could be walking around acting like you all kind of like weak on this side, and that's gonna be a wrong move for most people. Like what am I right-handed or left-handed? I can't really tell. Am I in the room with people I like or not? Or do I have to pull my sword out or not? I don't. So this is all just poetic journey into infinite time frames of what Torn asked about is no, there's no balance in clear light. No. The light is everywhere. The way is you. You know, the light is everywhere. The way is you. Because but what is the way? As Bruce Lee said, there is no way. There is the path. There is no path. You just do whatever the fuck you want. It's just move around it, go over it, break through it if you must. Who the fuck cares? Choose your path. Back to Shaman Clown. Good to see you, man. It really is. Yeah, some people want to be possessed. That's correct, William. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind here. I'm gonna have to catch up. I'm on one of my tirades. I put my staff down for a second. Rainwater is the extra dimensional giant spirit's urine. Wow, I like that, man. That's a really great idea. Yeah, D-Man, this is correct. This is correct. It absolutely is. I've had a very close encounter with those things, and one of my friends that you know, I had to battle that concept because somebody was trying to remove my friend's mind, and I was like, you don't understand what's happening because your mind is too weak and feeble to understand. But whatever, you know what? We move on. We do bigger and better things because we just we keep going, and we just improve frequencies. That's all. But that is right, though. That is right. Sabrina the Shamanista is in the building. Oh, so you're shaman. You're the shamana over there on the other thing. I just noticed you changed your name. The Shamanista over here. Y'all gonna get to go hang out with the Shamanista later. Maybe instead of me doing these readings, would you guys care to go have Sabrina? You can tell me when, because I'll keep talking for a little while if you want to. Because I know you guys like me to talk, but my tarot reading is nowhere. You must understand, my tarot reading is nowhere near as good as hers. Like she's next level with the shit. She's got 3 decks already. I only got this one now. It's awesome. It's amazing. I've been having a lot of fun with it. You know, I'll do a couple readings for people. Um, so what I'll do is I'll do this for a few more minutes, and if Sabrina wants to do it, and you all want to go, you tell me at the bottom if you guys want me to continue this. She's not gonna be offended, and I'm not gonna be offended either. And I'm not even be. It's not gonna stress me out either way. Just let me know what's up if you guys want to go. Like have a real deal, like a tarot card reader. Like I'm a shaman that holds cards in a different way. Me and her are gonna do some shit soon, so you're gonna see some fun stuff. But this evening, yeah. What's up, Cicero Sanchez? Yeah, eating mushrooms every day. What's up, Rubestar? Rubestar, I don't know anything about that right now. No, I can't work into that right now. That's not you ain't like I can't fuck with that right now. I'm on some other vibe shit. Oh yeah, downsizing. I wanted to go see that. I was gonna go see it at the theater, but I didn't think it was worth seeing at the theater. You know, there's certain movies that are big screen worthy. Um, yeah, I'll go. I'll check it out, man. Um, Virgo. Well, Virgo is balanced too, but it's a different kind of balance, which is interesting. If you ever if any, I mean, there's only a couple of people that know my chart, but I mean, I'll break it down for you. Like I'm very Gemini Virgo, obviously, obviously. You got your rising, you got your moon, and you got your sun, and there you go. Yeah, I mean, Gemini is the most balanced. That there is the points of if you were to build a building, you wouldn't build it on a Virgo. You'd build it on two pillars. The two pillars are Joachim and Boaz, the JBs, the Jungle Brothers. So, yeah, but I hear you, Virgo. Thank you, Rubestar. It's more, yeah. That's a better way of putting it. I get you. Yeah, William Cow, the Giants and downsizing and they shrink everything. I like that, and that really fits into the video that Savan Bomer put out the other day. It wasn't his. I'll read double on this that I said. It was about the ancient Sumerians that what they did was that they actually shrunk themselves so small that no one could see them because they were master magicians. They didn't get submerged under sea. People are looking for the ancient Sumerians. They thought they bombed them and they killed them. No, they just became so small that no one could see them. But they out here flying around doing all sorts of shit. You don't know that I'm out flying around as a Sumerian myself in a tiny little spacecraft, and sometimes I just pop up here. I'm being funny, but they might be really doing that. Money, you might be. I fucking don't know. Like I don't doubt the capacity for the human mind to re. I don't want to say recapitulate. That's not right. To change the size of the atoms, because the atomic structure is not bound by any set of rules. The fact that a child can be birthed, the fact that an organic being can be birthed through a semen hitting an egg and a piezoelectric charge lighting something up to the degree that life forms and then it starts to multiply. That is so fucking confusing and crazy and out of this world that if that can happen, if a woman can, well, off her tiny little vagina to create this child that has eyeballs that can see and scream and smell and taste and hear and all this shit's going on. If this all can happen, then I don't know what can't happen. You know what I mean? I think there's the fact that you're fucking living, that you're listening to me through this computer-aided device that has a tiny little crystal in here that is vibrating off of my brain and my crystal skull. Indiana Jones. This is my crystal skull. I'm vibrating shit through when I speak, I'm taking out of my sacrum. I'm vibrating out of my coccyx, my tailbone, all the way up through my spine, all my vertebrae that are connected to my 32 teeth and my 32 vertebrae. And then it starts to shake my skull, and my skull starts to shake. And then my pineal gland starts to shake. And then my mouth speaks these words which are connected to my piezoelectric teeth that are connected to every single vertebrae. And I speak using my tongue. that vibrates then the crystal in this phone so you can see through all of your LCD, liquid crystal displays, or depending on what kind of phone you're using. Maybe you're very super high tech and using a different kind of technology, but we ain't gonna do that right here. And I'm broadcasting this through here. Am I using telekinesis to do this? I mean, I could see you in the dream world, but your signal is not as strong. I mean, mine isn't as strong all the time, but certain people can talk to me in the dream world. We bypass this shit altogether. I don't gotta touch this fucking thing in this realm. But am I not using telekinesis right now to some degree? But we all have the capacity to do it. And someone, somewhere, somehow, let the internet exist. Let these little phones exist. So that no matter what we're doing, we could be having any time of day, we could be doing anything, and just wake up and go, I have something to say. I have a whole thing going on. I just got downloaded all of this information. I'd like to express it to people. And we do that anytime we want. I'm using a glass just to hold a liquid. That's pretty fucking high technology. Could you imagine right now? Could you tell me how to make this glass? I mean, I don't want anybody that's a glass worker in here. But if you right now, even though you have, I don't want you to look it up on the phone, but if you had to go right now, how long, and you couldn't ask anyone, and you just had to figure out how to make a fucking glass, this perfect. How long do you think it would take you to make glass? I can see through it. Makes this nice sound. It's not crystal. Where did it come from? Because I've never seen glass in nature. How would you figure out how to make this? You might have a little bit of an idea that they're, well, do you live near the beach? Maybe you could look at those sand crystals and start to get an idea. But do you even know how to make a fire hot enough to burn and melt? Not even burn, to melt those crystals? Because there are crystals at the beach. Are we melting crystals? What's at the beach? Why are we going to the beach? Why melting shit? See, then how would you do this? How would you form this shit? You can't tell me even how to make a fucking clay jar. People out here want to fucking talk to me and argue with me. I'm out here, I can make a clay jar. That shit's easy. I know how to make glass. I do all sorts of things with alchemy. I can drink spirit that you don't even know what the fuck to do with. And I can make all these things. Simple. And people are sitting here arguing with me over this computer system that was created by master fucking craftsmen magicians. Yeah, maybe the minions are doing it, but someone designed this shit. We got little LCD dot displays. There's like a dot matrix going on here. There's 1 million little pixels within this tiny little screen. It's somehow capturing my light image, my light body. Are they capturing, and when I say they, I say, is this little thing capturing my light body, or is it capturing my physical body? You have no idea. And by capturing, what I mean is re-impressing upon all of you an echo of my mouth. So I have a microphone here. Okay, so I'm talking right now. Could you even imagine what you'd have to go through? I'm talking right now, and it's going into this phone somewhere, and it's going to hit a little. What is it? Is it a crystal? I mean, whatever the fuck it is. And it's going to travel. There's no wires here. The flying young man on the trapeze. Well, what is that? The flying young man on the flying trapeze. There's no net down here. I mean, wait. Where's the net at? How is this? Where does this go? And what is it connecting to? And how is it taking my voice and getting it to all of you? That's fucking crazy. You can't make a fucking glass and people want to argue with me about what I know about over this fucking thing that they can't do. You can't do this. How the fuck are you going to argue with me about my knowledge, which is fucking reign supreme superior? I'm coming out here fucking, you don't even know what the fuck that means. You have no idea. A couple of you do because I told you. I mean, I'm not coming off on you guys. I'm talking to everybody. Because this echoes through every fucking like nook and cranny, all the corners. You know the corners where they take the dead bodies. It echoes through everything. I bring dead to life. This is the point of all of this. You know, raising up the dead isn't a bad thing. We raising the dead up because the dead were just out here going. They was like 7, 8. Get up, Rocky! Get up! Roar! That's the point of this whole thing. It's raising the dead, raising the dead, raising the people from their slumber, thinking they can argue with the number one stealth assassin. Like I don't assassinate living people. I assassinate dead people so they become living. Imagine that. Inverse everything. The whole world you got is all fucking backwards. The people you think that are doing something, enlightening folk, ain't doing it. Why you think when I'm talking the Mayan Abaddon comes through, he told you what his name really meant. Why you think I got 3 names? TsarXen Atman? Go figure that one out. What's the Tsar mean? What's Zen mean? What's Atman mean? What you think Mayan and Jin and Abaddon means? I mean, these are the 3 triples. Why you think William Kyle Estes even puts his name out there like that? Why do you think he puts 3 names down there? Because we're using 3 things. We're using our lowest ball, like just down here in the bowels world. We're using our heart, and we're using our fucking highest consciousness. And we combine that. That's the mother, father, son. That's the whole figure. That's the triangulation. We triangulate all aspects. How's that sound work? How's that sound work? How can you even see me? You can't see me. Look it. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna show you the coolest shit in a second. You know, fuck it. I'll switch it up for you though. You guys got too much wines. Then I didn't even drink yet. I didn't even drink the tequila yet. All I did, like I ain't even drunk yet. That's the funniest fucking part. I had like 3 glasses of wine, and that was I don't even drink full glasses. I drink half glasses, and I got this tequila I didn't even touch. I woke up from a nap and I was like, man, I got something to say to people. I don't even know how to do it. So, hopefully that was fun. Should I crack the beer? Should I have a shot with you guys? Let me scroll through here. William Kyle, I like the spine tree. Oh, the pine tree. Oh, so, yeah. So, William Kyle says, so the spine is the penis. Penis. So the penis is connected to the spine, and the spine is connected to the pineal, and the pineal pine cones. So if you get into all the pine words or the spine words, the penis words, everything to do with that. There was somebody I used to mess with on back when, oh man, this was like 7 years ago. When Savant had his first website. And we used to chat about this different formula, this really crazy formula he made. And he used 3 different kinds of pine words: pine nuts, pine needles, and pine nuts, pine needles, and pine cones. And he made an extraction out of it. Imagine what it did for his pineal gland. Crack it right open. Visual and audio clues. Yeah. Yeah, you demon. Yes, the demon, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you want a D-man, you that's funny. Right after William Kyle says D-man comes in the room and said, well, you were here already, I know, but you said to potato vodka, excellent, man. Keep it clean, clean up the body. That potato vodka is going to clean you right the fuck out, because potatoes are the earth. Potatoes are beets and potatoes and all of the tubers. They're blood cleansers. And vodka is a blood cleanser. So you clean your blood out with that shit. Vodka and potatoes are blood cleansers. So you're gonna clean your vision up. You're gonna pull things out of your eyeballs. Like, it's funny, I woke up today and usually one of my eyes is I have a little bit more clarity in one. I can see colors a little different in one and a little different in the other. And then I have a little bit of cloud in one eye. Just a little slight bit, Like there'll be a little, you gotta squint to see things. And they reversed. I was like, whoa, normally it's this eye, now it's this eye. But yeah, potato vodka, man, that's clean stuff. Page of Pentacles. Hey, so Sabrina, you want to do it at 10 Central Standard? Oh, you gotta help me. What time is that? I'm on Eastern time right now. Wait, I'm in New Orleans. Am I in Eastern or Central? Are you an hour behind or hour ahead? I don't know. How the fuck does this work? Someone help me with this time thing. It's 9. It's where I am is 9:08. That's as simple as I can do it. Does that mean? Does that mean in 2 hours? You want 2 hours? Are you an hour behind, or am I 8 minutes into your shit? Yeah, Nirvana. She's really good. So yeah, definitely help her out. She's really good. Um, so Sabrina, I'm at 90 something. So Cicero Sanchez, what's my moon? It's the same as my sun. Come on, man. I'm so fucking Gemini. You have to know this. But that's not what I put forward. That's not what I put forward. People. I always go, isn't it obvious what I am? And people can never guess. No one ever guesses. But I'm like, how don't you get that? Because I don't. I mean, I will sometimes. You got to know me for a little bit to get the Gemini. Yeah, I'll give you that much. I don't fucking. I'll give my whole fucking chart. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Like you're not gonna. You can't control me by my chart because I can just give the chart up. I can just. I'll play Leo the whole day. I don't fucking care. You wanna play Sagittarius? You wanna do Sagittarius games? There's this one woman that used to be able to. It was she wrote this really great story, and she could walk into a room and tell anybody what their sign was just by looking at their face and just by one simple little. Because you could, but. You play different games. Everybody plays a role until they know that they don't have to play any role, until they direct their own consciousness. I could just go ahead and say, I could be very quiet and kind of reserved. Like, I wouldn't be making these videos if I wasn't somewhat fiery. Oh, am I gonna play fiery games now? But if you know how all the symbols and charts and ideas work, you can jump into any one of those systems. Taurus. Yeah, I mean, I really adore the earth signs. I'm just, I used to be when I was younger. I was very earthy. I mean, I'm earthy now in the fact that like I'll take my shoes off and I'll fuck with anybody. I mean, I'll ground it out with anybody. But I don't have a lot of earth sign in my chart. It just because I don't like to put weight on. I just don't prefer it. I'm more like caw, because I think it's more funny. I think it's funnier. Like I'll fly. I'll just fly up here. You can't touch me. I'm up here. But I do really appreciate the strength, the bullhorn, the Taurus, that kind of shit. Oh, you got a Pisces moon. Pisces and Cancers. Okay, Cancers is interesting to me because it's right after me. So it's the sign that I'm not supposed to. It's the sign that I'm missing. So I come across these Cancers, and Genie's a Cancer, but I really dig him. I mean, there's some parts of him that like I mean, me and him, we would definitely get along because I don't know what his whole chart is, but like right off the bat, like I dig the fuck out of him, and I have another Cancer in my life, that we're really good friends, but we have one little objective thing that we there's a little something whatever between us, but we get along other than that. Like, and it's because I'm a Gemini, so the next 3 months I don't have that in my salt system, in my banks, in my body, or my solar system, right? So if I was born in June, it means my mother gave pregnancy to me, and so I wasn't in July, August, sometime in the end of September, October, in the beginning of October is when my mother conceived me. And then I went through the 9 months and popped out in June. And so those next 3 months is what I'm missing. That's the little piece of the pie. So those are the 3 people you're not going to get along with. And the 3 people you're not going to get along with is if you lived on a and let me give you a couple ways. Do you know if you live in like a lot of people live in rural areas? Not going to make a lot of sense for them. But if you live in suburbia, what you have is that little green patch behind that. You get that little circle. You get the little, every goes to the end of the circle, and you get the basketball court there, and because everybody a couple people parking their cars in the street, but the one kid, he's got the basketball court, and everybody comes and plays there. And then you got the green patch and everything. But if you go around that circle there, what you're gonna find is, in one direction, I love these neighbors because they're part of me, but I fucking hate this next door neighbor. Well, that's what's happening. If you find the clock, what you're going to find is 12 o'clock, 11, 10, 9, 8. These ones get along. But 12 o'clock is not going to go along with 1, 2, or 3 very well, especially not 1. 2 is going to be all right. 3 is going to be like, I don't really know 3. 4 is fine because they're this way, right? So you got to look. You're going to look. Okay, you could be up. 7 o'clock, right? 7 o'clock. Where's that? And there's 9, 8, 7. You at 7 o'clock. You got to pick. Is my right neighbor 8 o'clock or my left neighbor 6 o'clock? Which one do I like better? You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice because both neighbors are going to vying for your attention because they're going to like you because they want to know the neighbor, and you're going to go, well, I got to judge. Is it going to be? You don't got to judge. You just got to make a preference. Is it going to be the neighbor on the right, the neighbor on the left? And this is how the zodiac works. But because it's designed in a way that goes clockwise. I'm giving you guys fucking clue after clue after hint after direct fucking facial knowledge. Take a clock. Design out where you live. You could, even if you live on a straight street, I could show you the same thing. I'm going to in a second. Because we could take that clock and just whoop. That's all we're doing. Just whoop. I'm just using this way so you can visualize a little better. It was designed to say, when you're born in the womb, you were born 12 o'clock, your mother had sex with your father. You came out the womb at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right in that little space there, you don't know that. Because you weren't there. You weren't in the womb. So when you live on your block, because block is a B lock, and now you're looking at a clock, a C lock. Because your father had his C, yeah, put the word right there. Just see? Okay. So when you look at that, you're missing a little portion. And because we live in a world that whirls this way, you're missing that little portion. So everybody doesn't like their neighbor on one side of them, and you adore the neighbor on the other side. Well, you don't adore them, but you put up with them. They're better. The best person, your favorite friend, I could tell you where all your friends live. I could tell you if you live in one of these, in an area, your best friend is going to live 1, 2, 3, 4 houses down. It's going to have to be. Well, now we get into say, now we're talking about astrology, we're talking about houses, see? But this works in the real world too. Because that one neighbor right there, they're always up in your business. They're like, what's this motherfucker doing? Like, I want to know him, blah, blah, blah. But they can't know you because they're not born. And you know what they have? They have the same problem you do. Now all of a sudden, they're one thing ahead of you on the clock. Now they got the people next to them. They don't like their next door neighbor, but they really want to like you. They want to like you. They want to like you. But the thing is, you don't know them, but they know you a little bit. Now you see how that split happens? You don't know your next 3 months, but the 3 months ahead of you know the 3 months back. Wow, isn't it getting very, very clear? Put it right on the clock. Now, to go a little far with this, if I can just break open the whole fucking clock, it's a sphere, it's not a clock, and all of a sudden we start revolving the whole thing, and then you just go, well, I like all my neighbors. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm the coolest motherfucker around, and everybody else is too. Everybody's just jamming and jiving. But the way that it's set up, in the logical analysis of how we can take this system of astrology and plot it down on flat land, is you're seeing the archaeology. Well, no, archaeology. We're not gonna dig down. We don't dig into things. We're gonna take the architecture of the stars and plot them on land, which is called geomancy. We are geomancing things. We're taking the stars and the archons and the architecture of the stars in the sky and planting them down on the earth. We're geomancing. I'm telling you how geomancy works. Man, you guys are getting fucking blasted off right now. All right, let me stop there because I'll go on with that another time. But that's fucking heavy duty. I might put this shit on private. Like this shit is so high level knowledge. I might have to put this shit on private because I don't know. This is too much. Kyle, we'll dig on that in a second. That's a lot of information about the toroidal sphere and Saturn stuff. That's a lot to dig on. Like, cause I already just did the whole, just what I said. I mean, I know, get it. But I'm looking at 9 o'clock, and I'm a little. Let me see how far behind. I'm 18 minutes behind. But yeah, we'll do that a little later, maybe. You know that better than I do. Cicero Sanchez, yes, the black holes in your face. You got the 2 black holes, 4 black holes, 6 black holes. You got 6 black holes, which is Saturn. This isn't really a black hole until it gets down to this one. But then we talk about 9 holes. So you got 7. You got 7 holes in your head, and you got the two that are missing. With the 2, well, they're called the front. Well, golf is based off your human body. I'm not gonna go too far with this. You got your 6 holes, which are the essential ones, 2, 4, 6, and then you have your mouth, which really isn't because it's connected to your asshole, because it's not. It's more of a tubule. It's more. It's. So it's hard to say you go 6, but then you go 7, because this is weird because I'm talking out of it, but I'm also eating. Am I talking? Am I eating shit? Am I talking shit? I don't know. Right? But these ones are only portals in. This one is we can go out and in. I can vomit. You can't vomit out your eyes and nose and ears. Like, that's weird. But then we have these 2 special holes. If we say, okay, there's 2, 4, 6, and 7 up here, then we can go golfing and find out there's a hole in the front where we pee-pee, and there's a hole in the back where we poo-poo. Now you got 9 holes. Now you know where golf comes from. And 9 innings of hitting a baseball and through a diamond, and we're not going to do that right now. So, yeah, plasma, okay. D-Man, good to see you, man. Resolute Protector Channel of the East. Yeah, well, I mean, ain't that funny, William Costes? Because that's funny. I mean, because I told you my middle name is exactly the same as your. I mean that's one of my middle names. I got 9 names, but we don't get into that too often. Kyle is the channel. That's interesting. And I'm in the East, so thank you for protecting me. Appreciate that. Numeric value is 11. The first jersey I ever wore in soccer was 11. We've been talking about 11 all day. A Gemini is 11. To them 2 things there. Turpentine. Yeah, the turpentine is good to fuck with. Yeah, turpentine will do that. Mix turpentine the best way that I mix it. Mix turpentine with honey and tequila. You good. That's gonna do what it needs. So we're in the same, Sabrina. We're in the same time. So, okay, I didn't mean to be stepping on your toes earlier. You know how I go off on fucking wild out tangents. My rising, Cicero. My rising. No, I'm not Sag rising. You wrong, Cicero. You wrong. I already told you earlier. I'm gonna just let you guess, and when you get it right, I'll let you know. I mean, again, I don't really fucking care. Anybody can see my whole fucking sign. It doesn't stop me. Rube Star. I don't know anything. That's an interesting. The 1600 Scottish kings, the Scottish rights. What year? Rube Star. Come on, you already know. Come on, you've been here long enough. You know it's my birthday. Everybody knows how old I am. You do deductive research. Do deductive mathematics. We ain't gonna do reductive. We could do deductive or reductive reasoning. You know how old I am, don't you? Didn't we do this the other day? Didn't we already do this? Was it not you? And I'm not being a dick. I'm just playing with you because I think it's more fun. We have a little game time here. Everybody knows how old I am. Everybody here knows how old I am and when was I born. When I was born. When was I born? I mean, that was whatever. I was birthed once. I'd never been born. Wait, no, I was always born, never birthed. Well, who the fuck knows? Okay, I do know what I'm saying. Sorry. So I'm just having too much fun with this. Yes, I was born once. I've been birthed. I mean, probably like that. You come in the hospital, you birth, but yeah. Oh, instance, you definitely Taurus. I get that. July. That's interesting. July 3rd and the 10th. Get along good with me. Yeah, that's interesting because Jeannie was born, I think, on the 10th. So me and Jeannie get along. I'm pretty sure he's July 10th. Pretty sure. And there's another dude, and both of them. It's so fucking funny. Um, the person that I know that he looks like the Mayan Jin. They're both right in that same area right there between the 3rd and the 10th, and we really get along. But I mean, there just is one kind of like little something like I don't fucking know what it is. It's kind of like a it's just some weird little idiosyncrasy that we have towards each other. I mean, but that like 95% of it, like we fucking good. But yeah, I hear what you. That's so crazy. So you got a what's up, Proctor? Aquarius, Sun, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Pisces. See, I don't know what all that means, man. I'm not really good at this. There's one person that is. I don't think she's in the room right now. Emma's really good at this. She could tell me what that means. She could break it down to like human language. When it comes to astrology, I got to go with human talk on it. I'm not that good at it. I'm not really good at the Toro or the tarot, and I'm not really good at astrology. I know how it all works. I blueprinted the whole fucking thing out, but I just don't play with that often. I never sat down and studied it like that. I've studied all the other shit that feeds into that links up with it, but I don't really. I haven't said well. Oh, you mean Taurus, and what you mean by Taurus is the strong blah blah blah. Like I get some parts of it. I just don't get the whole thing. I get how it works. Province, yeah. Pro vice. That's a good word. Um, Sabrina, break down vice a little more. A vice comes from six. Vi is six. I mean, you could break it down to five, one, and then C, and then energy. But vice or the Vi usually comes from the six kings, like the Vikings. I don't know if you ever watch. It fucking sucks that when Mayan Jin took his channel down when he was fucking geeking out on some bullshit. Whatever. I've done the same shit. I get it. I'm not like mad at him or anything. I'm just saying, we had some really cool talks where we went back and forth, and he would make a video and I make a video, and we just blasting off these videos, and we got into the Vikings, and we got into Vi and all of this, which comes from the six and the six kings. You could break it down to five and the one, but that's a little different, and so there's something in there too with the vice. Yeah. Eight eats teats. Yeah. Hey Sabrina, we've been talking about teats all day, huh? What you mean, Kyle? How good at golf are you? What's your handicap? What's your handicap at golf? I used to be real nice at golf. I'm not gonna say real nice, but I used to gamble 20 a hole. I was that good. Whatever that means. Or I had money. I don't know. I didn't really have any money. I just had extra. It was just in college. I just had extra money to spare. Hmm. Hmm. Now hey, Rubestar, you a year off. You went too high. You went a year too high. I'm definitely not a monkey. Me, she's a monkey. Well, I mean, she's not a monkey. I call her monkey. But I think I don't remember I don't remember. Are you talking through the other astrology? You're talking through like the Chinese astrology? Yeah. Okay. For sure. Don't hold back, but know when not to feed pearls to swine. You know what? If I got to, William, if I got 20 people in the room and if I got 20 people in the room and there's 15 people that deserve the knowledge and five swine, I'm pretty sure those 15 people are gonna fucking stab the swine in their fucking face, rip open their fucking just glottorials, blood everywhere. We'll put them up there and burn them all and eat their fucking dead bodies. I mean, that's it. I mean, even if it's 10 on 10, it don't really matter. Like whatever. And as I burn your dead body, I will stick my hand there in the alabaster jar or the albacore, and just grab the pearl back out of your. I threw you the pearl just so you could eat it and choke on it. That's what I do. Cause that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna choke on it, and then we're gonna eat your fucking bacon, bacon lover double cheeseburger. Like you can't. You're not allowed to come in here. If you come in here, like that's what happens. It's just okay. I don't care. There could be 22 people in here that are all fucking swine. There could be one person that needs the knowledge. I'll throw 22 pearls out there. Choke on it, bitch. Because my pearls are big. Big like my nutsack. You know, I guess that's kind of the thing. If I'm still holding back. I ain't even really dropped any knowledge yet. Oh, 79. Rube Star 79, man. Come on. 79. I got you. It's not that big deal. Well, Kyle, I got you on all that. I'm still back a little bit. How can I be aware online? You can't be aware. As soon as I put something online publicly, like anybody can watch this shit. I have no control over it. Even if you were like, what is it? Malcolm X, when he's like, I know there may be some people in this room right now that are not for our cause. Who the fuck cares? Our cause is uplifting humanity and helping humans out and helping people out, and helping people that have souls and spirits and love in their heart and like a glimmer or a gleam in their eyes, and they can lift up things and help people out. That's all. Like there's no. If a couple things go to the unworthy, so be it. They're gonna use it wrong, and they're gonna fucking poison themselves. My words will poison those that are unworthy to hear them. The things that I say when they go into your ears, if you are uninitiated into the tongue and the forks that I put in the roads, it's gonna stab you in your heart, and it's gonna eat out everything within inside of you. And we will dine on your inglorious ineptitudes. It doesn't bother me. I've said dumber shit and got better results. So imagine if I say glorious splendors of the riches of the heavens. How could somebody say that I'm saying something wrong? You could never. You're not allowed to. I'll rip your tongue out. I'll eat it. I'll tongue kiss you. And as your tongue is in my mouth, I will bite it off. And I'll feed it to your children. And then as you're sitting there dying on a cross, I will take your children to the land of glory and splendor. And I'll raise them up as my own. And they will never ever know that they were bastard children. Because I'm not a fucking bastard. I'm a motherfucker. But whatever, that's just some poetry that I had stored up. Oh, you got it. I'm the goat god. Oh, I didn't know you knew that. New language, is that right? New language, goat god? Huh. Never knew that before. And if you need to know more, it's number 9, the other one. Yes, we solve all things. We are the soul. So, I'm just kind of right now taking up what some people might call time, some people call space. Give me one more second, because I would like to give you a little more of my generosity and my time. I need to get a plug so this phone doesn't die. And I also would like to, because my dog over here, she needs a little bit. I'm gonna turn some air conditioning on. There you go, puppy head. Yeah, I'm so used to. I'm so used to like being warm that, like, 80 degrees doesn't bother me in the house, and it was just 80 degrees in here, and I see the dog was kind of like walking around, kind of panting. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot, because I've been at the beach for so long, just sitting out in like 90 something degree heat, and I forgot. Sometimes you got to turn the air conditioning on for people. Or puppies. She's a puppy. She's reversing time. Reversing age. Okay. You want to see her little dumbass? Look at her over here. Oh, come on. You can see her. She's okay. Check her out. Where's she at? Look at her. She's like, I'm dead. Look at her. It's so funny. Walk her through the streets. People are like, what is that? Scary dog. Scary dog. She's not scary. I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with her. Her name is Dog Star, the serious set. She's so serious, but you guys want to see something? Want to see the elephants? Where's the elephants? There you go. Yeah, that's some elephants right there. So you get it? You figured it out yet? Goat God. You got the goat God. You got the all that shit. Pisces in a past life. Well, yeah, I can show you a picture. Is it Pisces very fish-like? Is that what it is? Pisces the fish ones? Here, friend, William, please send me that. That's hilarious. You know, ain't it funny how it works out? Week of the loner to the week of the puzzle or enigma. Oh, that's really cool, man. Rubestar, I'm really starting to enjoy you. I thought you was being funny for a second, but like I'm really enjoying you. Yeah, this is correct. Yeah, I'm definitely a loner. You know, I'd rather not be. I'd rather hang out with some cool people, but you know, most people can't fuck with me. Like, I mean, it's not. Well, I won't allow them to fuck with me. I mean, that's part of it. Like, don't. We ain't playing games out here. But then, see, you go from a loner to say, hey, okay. You want to play a game? You want to play a game? You want to play games? You want to play with a puzzle? You want to play with an enigma? So yeah, I get you on that. And I think that's polarity somewhat to do with the Gemini thing, the puzzle versus the enigma versus the loner. Like, yeah, I get you. That's cool. That's a cool book, man. Do you own that book, or did you just look that up? Yeah. That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's cool. That's cool. Vivid vision. The cutoff thing is weird because you know, I mean, I have a really if you're into birthmarks and stuff, I have a really interesting place where I have a birthmark. I've already done that shit with people. You know, you got different places in your body. If you have a birthmark, there, it's like, whoa. It was probably like I have a battle birthmark. You know, it'll be interesting. I haven't gone the path of like, hey, can I jump into my past life where I went to battle and received this birthmark? Because usually what a birthmark is past life you died, you were killed, blah blah blah, and that birthmark is a placement of a point that something like, you know, somebody might have a birthmark here. Oh, you got strangled. You know, I've seen people that have like literally strangle marks on the neck. Like, whoa, and they're like, they have no idea about birthmarks, and I'm like, yo, but they're very quiet and they're very reserved and they're very like, they don't like to say shit. I'm like, oh man, you got strangled out last life. And then I've seen people with different birthmarks. I'm like, whoa, and I have one in a very interesting place. Yeah, but you know but that's the thing is like for me, like my birthmark and everything else, like whatever, like just let's go, let's live this life. I'm not, you know, I say this in my last couple of broadcasts to people, like if you ask like, oh, what's your past life, like, well, who's asking? Who the fuck cares about your past life? We here right now. We all just hanging out here. We hang out here. I got long hair, don't care, just fucking drinking a beer, being all fucking weird. You know? Yeah, Rubestar, do you make videos? Do you do anything, or you just fucking around here? Yeah, past life tendencies need to be left behind. Yeah, but you do yeah, William Cow. I mean, well, I kind of gave you a little bit. You know, where would you share that now, or do you want to share it to me offline? Because I know you got somewhat privacy shit. You know, we all got our little private little things. Do you want to share it with us here or offline? Because I'll tell you about it. I know a little bit about birthmarks. Yeah, the birthmarks tend to be how you died last life. Your right elbow. So you're saying like here, in here, or like back here. You could find maybe what you could do is look up through the meridians, and you could maybe find something out. Maybe because some people might have a birthmark that represents a meridian. I'm gonna go a little deeper. You might have a birthmark on a meridian where you had like a liver disorder, because you was a fat slob and all you did was eat fucking mutlin or whatever the fuck they ate back in the because I'm guessing everybody was born. They were hanging out in the sky. They died in 1682 and they were hanging out in the sky for like 357 years. Then they got reborn, but whatever. But that little meridian point might tell you something about like past life tendencies. Like mine's in a really strong spot on my leg, which is funny because I've always had problem right through here, all the way down through my hip bone, all the way down through the inside of my leg, all the way down into my toe. I've had trouble from my big and second toe up through my ankle, inside of my knee. Never knee problems, but up into my thigh, into my hip, up through here, and up to this eyeball, which is where actually my first like really absurd injury happened. Well, no, I've had a lot of like funny injuries. But when I scratched my cornea open, if anybody didn't know this, I scratched my left eye's cornea open with a shard of metal. I was having a rapid eye movement after I was working at a house. I was doing some metal work, and I got a piece. I was like, every day I was like, I thought I had some sand, well, because while you work in a house, I do a little metal work, I do a little bit of woodwork, blah blah. I thought I had some sand in my eye. I went to sleep, had rapid eye movement. I was woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, I need to go to the hospital right now. Went to the hospital. Like, well, you've scratched up your fucking cornea pretty bad. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, you have metal in here. And so, I fucking went blind in my eye for like I don't know how many days. Like my eye was white, like it was white as this shit, all glossed over. And which was funny. It was only white because of all of the medicine that they gave me to get rid of the pain. So all of the things, I would keep eating all the pills, and so it would suck it up into my eye and covered up my eye, so I was blind, but the pain went away. And I was like, well, don't worry about it. I'll be good in a day or two. And all of a sudden, it just leached out. It just out of my eye, and now I can see out of this eye almost 20/20, but I can't move my what's the thing in the middle? So you got the thing on the outside, you got the thing in the middle. This shit doesn't work like this. And that was one of the times that I was like, I would never wish pain on anyone. Like I was at a point of puking, passing out, but I couldn't puke or pass out because the pain was so strong. I'm sitting there lying in the, like basically falling out of the seat in the emergency room. This is like 5 or 6 hours of the most intense pain I've ever felt in my life. And I was like, I would never hurt anybody like this. I was like, and it was just a little fucking piece of shard of metal in my eye. And that was all connected all the way down to this birthmark that I have on my main vein. The main vein that you have where you just bleed out on your thigh right there. Yeah, I have a big birthmark right there. But so there you go. You got a little Zen story. Yeah, I think a queen stabbed me with a sword at my inner thigh. I think you're right about that, Super Champion Rocker. I think we figured that out. And by queen, I ain't talking about a queen. I'm talking about like my queen probably tried to stab me right in my inner thigh right there and try to kill me. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've had plenty of times this happen in my life over false accusations of things, jealousies and shit. Like, well, you misinterpret. I'm just a flirt. I'm not fucking with you out here. I'm just a flirt. But oh well. Yeah. You got another spider channel? Cool, yeah. Well, cool, man. That's really interesting, Rubestar, because of building webbings. Like I kind of build webs. Very funny. And the amount of people that I've known and I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I could tell you there's a couple key concepts within lattices and
It's for no other reason than it's just like, you know, it's just people from my past that, like, you know, let them live on with their life. It's just it's a funny name, you know, funny names and words that come up in people's lives. Like I could say like, oh, a mason, or a mortar, or a builder, or a, you know, you could use all these different words, but it so happens that I've dated a few women that have names that literally the first and last name means something very, very fucking important. And I go, fucking wow, how the hell did I date a girl with a first and last name that meant this? And so as your name is Spider, well, you could guess one last name. Ah, left arm on the bone. That's crazy. Maybe you had like maybe you had like, if it's on the bone on your left arm, maybe you had some sort of because your blood cells come from inside of your bone. Maybe you had some like cancer in your inside of your bone. You know, this is just this. I'm just shooting the proverbial shit here, and trying to, you know, because a lot of this is kind of subject to, do we have any people that are really good at getting out of body? I'm not that good at it. I could probably go access the information if I really. You'd have to give me like 2 weeks. Let me just get on a fast and do all this shit. I could go find out for you, but um, you know, I prefer doing this. This is more fun. You know, getting out of body, there's too much. It's too much time out there. I've already spent a lot of time out of body. Mm. Ooh, your uncle got backstabbed. You got small ones on your arms. UV Hugh, your uncle got backstabbed at one point in time. That seems to be the proper obvious one, right? Why else would you have one giant melanin mark where you actually? Because what would happen if you got you would open up a wound into your. So if you have an auric field around you, and I take a knife and I stab it through your auric field, it opens up the auric field into what is your physical body, and then your body opens up now. You've let light into that. And so melanin is the key component we're talking about here, which when they pull that out of there, the melanin is the healing thing, or the bonding agent. So the melatonin magic. Melatonin means evening. Melanin means black. So melatonin, get rid of tonin, you get melanin. Melanin and melatonin work together. Black magic. Melatonin magic. Melatonin, melanin, magic. So you get into three M's, but that's Cannabis's album. I'm just giving you a couple clues in here. So what literally happens is when you open up a wound, the closure of it happens to be usually of a darker hue, and so if you see a scar on someone, at first it's pink and then it becomes a lot darker, but then in the next life, what we're talking about, I guess, apparently seems to be that wherever you have dots of information, you call them whatever. What do you call? You know, you got moles, you got scabs, you got like a little this and that, you got a little birthmark. You know, people call them whatever. I mean, sometimes because you're just giving them at birth, and the birthmarks are very much more important. That's like a trauma. Usually, it's a trauma from a past life. This is just the wisdom that I'm given. I don't know this to be absolutely true, but I can say through the experiences that I had that my birthmark is connected to even traumas that I have in this life. That have nothing to do with anything I did last life, but apparently it's right there in this whole segue. And so, if someone's got a birthmark on their back, they were backstabbed. And then I could go so far as to ask you, and I won't do it here. Like, I mean, you could share it if you want to. I'm not pressuring you or anything. You could tell me your uncle's name and say where did he live, and I could decipher from where he lived his name, and say what kind of character is he? Is he a good guy? Is he a nice guy? Is he a sweet guy? Is he very is he shifty? Is he like scared of things? Is he always looking over his shoulder? Like those kind of things will tell you a little bit. Like if you got if you have something on your back, like a birthmark, he might be a kind of dude that's going. He might be a little shifty, or he might just have accepted it and go. He might be the calmest motherfucker. He might just fold a 180 and go, fuck it, whatever. What, are you gonna stab me in the back again? Fucking stab me in the face this time. Let's see if you're balls enough. See, that's the two things. That's the kind of polarity that people can do. Mm. Yeah, shot from behind. Rube Star, are you black, white, or native, or I mean everyone. Come on, we all from the land. If you're real true about it, but are you from any country in particular? And we'll talk about it in a second. You got a Fleeble. You got a left hip socket. This is very similar to mine. Very close. Interesting. What's up, Torin? Now I purposely watch you in public so I can be amazed at the synchronicity. Somebody's talking about that emergency room. I mean, come on, Torin. Uh, it is stupid, ain't it? Ain't it really stupid? Oh man. Yeah, see that then you wonder, like, is it just synchronicity? Am I speaking it and it's happening? Is it happening so I'm speaking it? Or is it just some ultimate order of things that we're just observing? Are we the observational situation, you know? Like you're watching, you know, when you tell me about the way that you draw, and then I tell you about the way that I talk, that we do it very similarly, where you kind of are just listening to music or doing something, and you let your hand just automatically, right? And you just kind of do this, and you could, you know, we just, am I talking or am I? And I get you, man. So like, who's pulling the strings here? Who's pulling the strings? Is it me right now? That's the most humbling experience when you know you become God, that you're pulling all of the strings. That you have to actually accept the responsibility for everything. Which means every piece, every move, every action has to be so absolutely. But then that's the problem, because then you have to go, do I have to calculate everything, and why do I care about the future? Then we get back and say, why do I even care about right now? Because I'm good. I'm just sitting here. I could just shut this shit off. Who the fuck cares, right? But then, do you want to play God mode? God mode would go, well, I care about everything. So let's just say the right things at the right time in the right moments. Let's place our fingers on the piano keys and play these pianos. And we could just start playing the piano different and start singing different and moving our feet different, right? He was a tyrannical king or a prince. He was a tyrannical prince. You might have been a king, but I think if you was a tyrannical king, you would have got put down a level. You got a little something to get rid of. You know, obviously, come on. Like everybody that hangs out with us, like does this weird shit. We all have our little idiosyncrasies, but we're all very well aware of it, and we're comfortable with it. Oh man, you're welcome, Roomstar. I don't. You're a kindred spirit too, man. Hmm. Torn. I'm not gonna do it on here because I'm just trying to finish this up in my OBE stories. I got 8 minutes because I'm gonna give this mic up. See, thank you for saying that. I gotta give this over to the shamanista so she can work with all you guys. She's amazing with it. And after, like, I'll come back on here afterwards. I'm gonna come and watch and have some fun. I got 8 more minutes, and I'll do my OB. I'll do some OB stories. I'll tell some other fucking weird stories. I've told a lot of my awesome stories of magic and weird shit in the past. Shit that you guys will say that's not true. That didn't happen. There's no way. But I could find the people who will verify that this shit happened. But I don't really think that's some funny shit, because I've had some magic happen that's so fucking ridiculous. I only say that to verify the fact that if I'm saying that I've had magic that you can't even understand, I'm telling you right after this, go listen to this Sabrina Shamanista, which I think she named her name to Shamina. She has 3 decks that she plays with. One is, well, you'll see when you get there. And thank you for reminding me. But I'll do all those stories another time. Oh, he's pretty calm now, so he changed. Okay, we'll get back to all this another time. You can scientifically find out your past life by knowing your moon's south node at time of birth. Well, I don't know my time of birth, my friend. I was adopted, so that's something I guess I don't get to know. I don't know Ohio. Okay, Nelson's Ledges. Wow. Nah, Nielsen. You Nielsen? Okay. Oh yeah, Ohio. Okay. May okay. you call radio stations drop truth? Well, I'm a radio station that drops truth, and I don't even fuck with the radio. I ain't even on the radio. I don't even do shit. so check it out. Let me fuck with you guys for 5 more minutes, but I will I won't even ask you guys for any of your currency and well, you know, in the future, you assholes in the future, you beautiful people wherever you are in the future. Any of your currency that you can put into any of my accounts that will be beneath here, that really helps me out. Keeps me drunk, keeps me happy, keeps my friends' bills less than they are, because people pay for me to live, like they pay with the currencies. I don't work with that. I work with a different kind of currency. But if you could add to that, that'd be brilliant. And if you want to send me gifts, I enjoy that too. I'm just trying to take up a little bit of time until the 22 of you people will go and see Sabrina. Let me go check on this computer real quick and see if she's already started. And you guys have a lot of fun because her voice is really pretty and her face. I don't know if you get to see her face. She's a really pretty girl. But her voice is very, very, very calming, and she really knows the tarot really well. I'm a fucking idiot with the tarot. They just work in my hands. So let me see if she is available for your consumption. Sabrina, where are you? I gotta do this little Instagram over here. Where's she at? Oh, let me see. See if she's here. Sorry about the dead air. Let's scream right now. Anybody want to scream? You guys scream for me, and then I'll just if I can hear it, I'll repeat it. Does anybody check? Is she on yet? Oh, Sabrina. Oh, there it is. You're burping. Oh, there you go. Good. I'll give you 10 minutes. All right. So look at this. Here's how good I am at whatever I do. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here, other than entertaining you 23 people in the room for the next 10 minutes. Give me short questions that I can answer. Cool. Somebody tell Sabrina I said cool. We're gonna come see her in 10 minutes, and then you guys give me short questions. And William Kyle, always good to see you, man. And we'll get into it. Yeah, William Kyle, we'll talk deeper, man. We'll get on. We'll have some live chat soon, like just me and you. And then we'll obviously do some shit for everybody. And you're gonna have to bust out some of your artwork, you dummy. All right, Sabrina. All right, who's in here? We got. Super Champion Rocker. If you had an old time physical address, I'll give you 66. Hey, Super Champion Rocker, if you really want to, like, if you want me to take off your hands, I'll give you the address. Have you ever emailed me before, or am I just an asshole and I never got back to you, or do I not know you? I'll give you my address if you really want to. I will take that off of you. That's cool. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, William Kyle's gonna make a video later. It ain't gonna be live though. But yeah, Super, I'll take that off I'll take it off your hands, because $66 will get me. You know what I'll do? In fact, if you really want to send me that, I'll give my address on my email, Theo Luminous. You know, it's on my other videos. I don't think I put it beneath this one. All my other videos. It's TheoLuminous. Theo, meaning God, and Luminous, meaning light. Gmail. And then I'll give you my address. And what I'll do is I'll do a special video for you where I'll spend every one of those fucking dollars on the best bottle of anything I can find. It'll probably be tequila, but I'll even let you pick the bottle. You put me a little note in there. You tell me what to drink. I will do a spirit night just for fucking you. And you'll have me sitting there with the bottle. I don't even care. It could be a whole room. It could just be me and you. I don't give a fuck. I'll drink the bottle. I don't know if I can get through the whole bottle, but you know what I'm saying? So that's up to you, Super Champion Rocker. If you got it like that, if you want to, it'll be fun. If you want, we'll call it. We'll do a little episode. It'll be the $66 of Zen 6 cents. We'll confuse people with the shit, and I'll get something really lovely. It could be rum. It could be. I really don't like rum, so please try not to make me go that way. But I like tequila. Vodka is magical, obviously, but there's not gonna be any $60 bottles of vodka. Really, like it kind of jumps. You let me know, man. That would be fucking exciting. Or I'll just spend it on like whatever. I mean, you tell me what to do with it. So any of you 20 weirdos left in the room have anything to say, or you just listen to Zen talk now? How many people actually exist here? How many people exist here? You know what? I'm gonna take. You know, I feel like a teacher sometimes, where I gotta take a head count in here. I'm gonna be like, hey, can everybody just start counting in order? Count in order, from 1 to 20. Who's in here besides Zetetic Jim? What's up, man? How you doing? You know, I see the word I see the two words et al, and I've seen it so many times. I even actually looked it up on Google to see what the fuck it means, and I still forget. I have no idea. I'm gonna even put my hair up for this. Ugh. Hold on 1 second, I gotta close my back door. That's okay, baby. I'm sorry about that little puppy head. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. That's okay. I got you. Oh, there you go. Oh, you just farted. You ever scratch your dog so good that she farts at you? Okay. Johnny K. And still another 18 dumb fucks in the room. Oh, okay, 17 dumb fucks in the room that will not give me the time of day. You can just hit one button. I don't even care if you might be in church right now. There's people in church right now masturbating, right? You know this. I watched this cool video today. There's a preacher and somebody's videotaping this old guy just staring at his little phone, just watching some fucking porn. It was amazing. It's like there might be people in church right now. Listen to me. There might be people at their job. I get it. You got other shit to do. You got a whole fucking life to do. I mean, just hit one button. It's like, just let me know you're alive. And you're not just sitting there in the background. Jonathan Valentine, good to see you. Fleeble, always good to see you. Nirvana B. Nirvana B. It's okay. I know. You know, it's I know when you say you're closing your necklace. I know what that means. I know how these chicks talk these days. It's always code words. Yeah. Look at her laugh. And anybody that doesn't know, Nirvana B is not only an amazing poet, but she also does make jewelry, which is fucking awesome. I didn't know she was that talented. She got lots of talents, but one of her, but she's very poetic, and she it's not a talent to be beautiful, but she is. She's very beautiful. You should check out what she does. I don't know what she's doing online other than Instagram shit right now. I don't know if she's really like going hard at the YouTubes, but you should check her out on the lines, on the Instagrams. She's real pretty. So worst off, you can just get like that beautiful woman. Cephal Sanchez, I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? Cephal Sanchez, because you asked me earlier. And listen, just because I'm a fucking dumb asshole doesn't mean I forgot. You know what? You were the first person on here. And what did you ask me to do? Pull you a fucking card. You see, people think Zen just goes fucking out of his goddamn mind. And this is not true at all. The best way to clean your guts is 2 ways. But I'm going to tell you, I pulled your card right here, is to do a fiber blend fiber. You want to use a soluble and insoluble fiber, which means one does not collect information, is just scraping. scraping the, and one is, so you want those two things. Look up online what a soluble and insoluble fiber is, sources of that. I mean, you can get the easy shit, but it's not going to taste good. Just do that. And then you're going to eat that. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to eat a soluble, insoluble fiber blend. And then an hour later, you're going to take a little bit of clay. Bentonite and clay is the best. Use it with a lot of water because it's going to have this effect of collapsing your entire system, your colon and your intestines. And then an hour later, you're going to take more fiber and it's going to expand it. And it's going to go back and forth and back and forth. And it's going to collect everything out of there. And if you do that for one day, you'll be pretty good shape. Especially if you're already decently hydrated. And here's your card, sir. This card keeps popping up. You see what it is? It's called the Pole Star. And the Pole Star, as everyone does, enjoy a little Zen reading time. I will give you the voice of the major arcana of the... Is this the one? Is this it? The Pole Star? I'll give you a little piece of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, man, because I've done this before. But the Pole Star is placed on February 1st. It's associated with the new moon, universal lore, and stands between the elements of earth and air. The pure white light of the pole star illuminates the dark void of the universe and casts its radiance upon the earth. The stars represent the remotest power in the celestial sky, and the interaction and the fusion of particles that produce light and heat. Stars rise above the earth, beckoning our searching minds to reach beyond our own solar system and grasp the vastness of space. The swirling clouds of stellar dusk that formed at the heart of the stars spiral outward into infinity and turn with the cycle of the universe. The blessings of the pole star radiates to the earth across the abyss and reminds us that the same stuff of creation that fuels and binds these mighty sentinels of the night sky burns within us. And what we need to take out of this is the power of the universal lore is at work here, either within the individual or permeating the web of circumstance that will bring profound change and new spiritual hope. The pole star of prophetic guidance and inspirational knowledge has risen and will guide you on your forthcoming journey through the forest. If you hold this ancient wisdom and basic truth near the core of your being and navigate by it, you cannot go far wrong. It is there that as a talisman as well as symbolic of the universal cyclical systems of nature. Whenever you are feeling lost in the dark labyrinth of life, remember the same laws and primal matter that bind the pole star and fuel its giant heart also formed you. Remember its universal lore, the star of destiny, stellar consciousness, the bright and morning star, the prophecy of renewal, the sign of a new era or cycle, astral consciousness, and an inner sun. How you feel about that? That's a good one. I don't know shit about it. I just read it. I mean, I don't even know how to read. I just make it up as I go along. But if it makes sense to you and it's good to you, that makes me happy. Because I'm looking at you in a mirror and you're beautiful, but I must be a narcissist. Back to the beginning of the show. Pull it around 360. Everybody says pull the 180. They know what the fuck they're talking about. They always misuse that language. We doing 360 right back to the beginning. You can't get back to the beginning with the 180. It goes to the other side. I think I was just eating some pussy right there. I think I got pussy in my mouth. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about? Of course, man. And Cephalus Sanchez, besides the card reading, did put the I hope you can clean your butthole out that way. And if you can't do it that way, another just a little piece of advice. Enemas are the best way to go, man. Just put the tiny little thing up your butt and just let the water and the coffee and all the shit. The coffee's for your liver. Remember that. I have all the videos on it. Coffee's for your liver. Just warm water and some other things to clean out your colon. Clean out your butthole, buddy. Clean out your goddamn butthole, pal. It's a mess down there. It's a mess down there. That's why you talk shit. The reason I don't talk shit is because my bowels are not dirty. I talk the divine lights. I talk the source code material. I leave my shit where it's got to be. I'll shit off the balcony if I got to. Somebody's down there talking shit. I'm on the fourth floor. I'll shit on their face. Don't matter to me. I stay on the 34th floor. Sometimes I walk street level. You got to. All right, 17 people left in here. Is Sabrina ready yet? Can Sabrina come back and see? Is she ready? She said 10 minutes, but she seems to be. Give me 10 minutes at 9:56. What time is it now? Is it 10:06 yet? Oh, it's one more minute. But I think I don't know if she's good with timing. You know, the only thing you need to know in the universe is timing, and timing don't really exist. It's all about how exactly do you tell a joke? Well, they say timing. Timing is the best way. If you can precisely time how this little thing comes across this little thing, which is like a punchline and a burp, that's how you find the intersection of a good joke. Most of my jokes are just going to end in burps. I mean, it's not that I'm not capable of telling a good joke. I really am. I just don't like to repeat myself. Unless, of course, it's a burp. But even at that, they never sound the same. So my punchlines are always different. You like it, you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm just trying to eat up airtime right now. And so the rest of you 18 fools in the room, 16 of you people that won't even fucking talk to me, how dare you? How dare you come in here? Cephala Sanchez, you in here. I appreciate you, man. I know Nirvana's in here. Okay, well, that's 16. All right, well, I got Fleeble. Okay, there's 14, 13. UV Hugh, okay, 12. Johnny K, we've been 10. Oh, William Costas is gone out of here. Super Chat Rock is gone. All right, we down to 10 people. Still 10 people. Mr. High Tech, MK High Tech, what's going on, man? Now we down to 9 people. Thanks, getting almost ready. Sabrina is actually powdering her nose and also putting lipstick on, but not those lips. What's up, MK the Bear? We got MK the Bear and MK High Tech. So we got a bunch of mind controllers, 2 mind controllers in the room. You can control your own mind. What you think about that? That's the only purpose of the MK Ultra systems, was to teach people to control their own minds, which is really great. We got this really cool book over here. It's called And They Thought for Themselves. And then I got Siddhartha. And they got, here's one of my favorites. It's called Assholes, which it taught me a lot about myself and people that talk shit. I'm not saying you two do, I'm just saying. But one of my favorites, though, right here. Oh. Read this shit right here. The best part of this is when you get into the red columns over here. It says, here we go. Let's just find. Oh, it's this one over here. Which one is it? Oh, the nut and the campanile. A nut found itself carried by a crow to the top of a tall campanile, and by falling into a crevice succeeded in escaping its dread fate, and then besought the wall to shelter it, by appealing to it by the grace of God, and praising its height and the beauty of the noble tone of its bells. Alas, oh, holy shit, look at this little guy. This little bug here. Oh, look at that little guy. Want to see the little bug? What is he doing there? Should I crush your soul? This tiny little bug here. And now this is where I'm caught in this little conundrum. I'm having this really great a little story time for everyone. I'm looking at this little bug here. I'm like, man, he's got this little wonderful life. He's living in this book, and I feel like I should just leave him up there with the rest of the books because he's enjoying himself. He's probably reading. But Is he gonna multiply and just all of his tiny little counterparts, or should I just smush him? I mean, he's nothing to me, but he's not. But he is not nothing to me. But should I carry him outside and do I feel like I'm being like, like, dude, just fucking kill the little bug, or just leave him be? And I can't really tell what to do with that. Should I just keep reading? I'm just gonna leave him be. How's that? Let's just try that. Alas, it went on. I have not been able to drop beneath the green branches of my old father and to lie in the fallow earth covered by his fallen leaves. Do you, at least, not abandon me. When I found myself in the beak of the cruel crow, I made a vow that if I escaped, I would end my life in a little hole. All these words, as the wall moved with compassion, was content to shelter the nut in a spot where it had fallen. Within a short time the nut burst open, its roots reached in between the crevices of the stones and began to push them apart. Its shoots pressed up towards the sky. They soon rose above the buildings, and as soon as the twisted roots grew and began to become thicker, they began to thrust the walls apart and force the ancient stones from their old places. Then the wall, too late and in vain, bewailed, and in cause of its destruction, and in short time it fell in ruin. Now, see, that little bastard is somewhere in my whole... Well, he might be crushed now, because I can't see him. I was trying to take care of him, and he ran away. Now, if I happen to smash my book down, he might be dead. If he's on my clothes, and he's on my face... I get a little itch, I might slap myself in the face. How dare you? How dare you land upon my eyeball? I was looking at something here. So I didn't save. Here's what I did, Super Champion Rocker. I did the opposite. Instead of saving the bug, I allowed for the bug. I allowed for it. How can you save something? You know? He wasn't drowning. He was just doing. He was being him. I couldn't save him. I was just allowing him to be. See, a lot of people want to save everyone. See, even in my earlier works and days and channels and times, I'd be so frustrated because I was like, can't I save the world? Can't I save everyone and show you the light of the wisdom of the knowledge that I have? All they did was cause me a lot of fucking stress and, ugh. Like that little bug, I was like, okay, let's just let him be. I mean, if you get in my way, like if I'm going over there and you're in my way, you're gonna get crushed. And he just ran, he just jumped. I don't know where the fuck did he go? Where did he go? Is he in my beard? Oh fuck. Is Sabrina ready yet? Is she? I know I'm fucking ridiculous. Quick tips on cleaning air. The best way to clean air is to move it. A ceiling fan is the best. Get yourself one of the little air cleaning units, and if you do, get yourself a copper mesh. And the copper mesh is not going to do a lot for cleaning the air, but what it's going to do is it's going to electrically charge the air. You're going to take that copper mesh and you're going to cut it to whatever the front side of the air cleaner is, and you're going to put it in there. And so that air cleaner is then going to charge the air properly as it comes back out, and so the static discharge that you would normally have won't be there. You're going to be causing a lot of energy to come into the room. So, but the fan is the best way to go. You just want to move air. Open a window, turn on a fan. That's the best way. There you go. But there you go. And just Jonathan Valentine, I covered this so many times. Raw milk is the best way to go. Eat raw milk, drink it. Drink raw milk. Suck a titty. I don't care if it's your mother's titty. I don't care if it's some woman you just met in the street. If you see a woman breastfeeding on the park bench, you'd be like, hey, excuse me, I'll give you $5 to get up in there. Like, the bitch might be poor. She might need $5. Can I get up in there? Can I suck on your titties? It ain't even sexual. I mean, I need milk. Like, I'm starving over here. You could be wearing a suit and tie and ask, like, you could have a briefcase and be like, excuse me, can I get a titty in my mouth? And she'd be like, you nasty. Like, I don't want to suck on your titties. I just want some of your milk. Just, can I get some of that? You do that. Or go ask a cow. Go ask a goat. I'm milking you. You want some milk? I'll squeeze some milk in my. Right? I'm putting milk into your ears right now. Remember that. Everything is the same. But milk is good. Milk is the best thing. And yes, Nirvana, I am ridiculous. MK the Bear, I'm fucking with you. You know that. Yeah. Hey, well, Zebra Manning, what's going on, man? Church? Oh, yeah, I'm still gonna call you a church masturbator. But nobody would have known you were the person masturbating in church until you just came on here. Now it's your own fault. Zebra Manning is the church masturbator. That she's the one doing it. Okay. How many vibes? Yeah. I think you know MK the Bear, and you know I'm fucking with you. Everybody's on this shit. Yeah, you know what? MK High Tech Zen. I feel like a good apple among lots of spoiled ones in the community. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, I was playing with you. So check it out. Let's go all. MOK Moloch. Yes, perfect name. Moloch is the real true God. You know, Moloch MOK, Malachi. Well, I mean, you can flip it around. KLM. If you look at I mean, that gets into some transient shit and some other. We ain't gonna do that right now. But yeah, I hear you. Not at church, pal. How dare you, how dare you say pal to me? I'm not your pal. I'm your buddy. I'm not your buddy. I'm your dude. I'm not your dude. I'm your homie. Micah is another. Yeah, Micah is. So you got the MLK. Yeah, the Milky. MLK. So somebody just asked about milk. This is where we get the word milk from. Milk is MLK. This is where we get cows from. Cows, we do play the black and white game. So that's cool shit. So Chase Lannon, I'm done with this. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm done with this right now. It's been a good time. Thank you all for coming. And MK the Bear, come back through another time. You know I was fucking with you, man, or woman, or whatever you are. I think you. Aren't you like 20-year-old chick from some? I don't know why I think that. Anyways, can you all do me a favor? Don't even do me a favor. It's not even a favor for me. What the fuck am I talking about? Go have some fun, because if you want somebody to read your fucking tarot for real, go see Sabrina. Sabrina was just on here a second ago. She said she's live now. Where's she at? Where's her little dumbass? She was up here a second ago. Where's scroll? Oh, there she is. Sabrina the Shamanista. Click on her. Sabrina the Shamanista. Go up a little farther in chat. The little blonde hair chick. Sabrina the Shamanista. She can read tarot real nice. I'm gonna go over there right now. You come join me. Everyone in the room, go see Sabrina the Shamanista. I'm gonna go over this little computer, and for anybody that doesn't know, here I'm gonna put it right here for you, because y'all too lazy. Y'all too lazy to do it yourselves. I'm gonna find her. Sabrina the Shamanista. Sabrina the Shamanista. There she is. Okay. Oh, she live. She okay. Hold on. Let's see how you do this. Yeah, here it just. Oh, I gotta. I'm backwards on this. Sabrina the Shamanista. It's easy to do. Just click on her name. Just go over there. Just do that. I'm right there right now. There it is. We trying to get people linked up here. See, now I got two things going. I got computer over here. So much going on. Hey yo. Yeah, I can't chat on this one. So fuck it. You guys got to figure it out. Is anybody? Yeah, I know. So, y'all big dummies, go over there. We're gonna have some fun over there. Max, come over. I'm not your brah. Hey Max, come over. See Sabrina the Shamanista. Sabrina, like the teenage witch. Put Sabrina and then Shamanista. Come over her channel. I'm over there right now. Peace out, y'all. Stay cool. Do wonderful things. If you want to, donate to me. If you don't want to, it doesn't matter to me. Fuck off. Live a good life. Enjoy yourself. Drink a beer. Drink a piss. Shit well. And come see us right now. We're going to have some fun. Peace out. Huh.